Talk about what you did defensively in the second half, especially during that span with Marlies getting the blocks.
Yeah.
Was that whole run more fueled by the defense as much as the offense?
Well, I think it was both ends tonight, actually. I think, but we began to do a better job once we finally began to slow Herring down just a little bit. We were able to understand with a little bit more predictable anticipation when their penetrators were coming. And when we did get beat, I thought Marlies, by and large, did a nice job as a shot blocker. Now, when she started to come over, they were looking for the post-to-post pass, and we didn't get the drop like we would like to. And they did get a couple dump-in layups when we brought Marlies to the ball, but I'll take that any day. That's Marlies being aggressive. And I think in critical stages of the games all year long, Marlies has stepped up and really asserted herself on the boards and as a shot blocker, and we saw that again tonight. It's almost been a consistent aspect of what she brings to the floor late in games, and in this case it was more in the middle of the second half, but she's making game-changing plays on the defensive end of the floor, and it sparks everyone. She's making game-changing rebounds in the second half that I think really give us a chance to be competitive and to stretch the lead.
Coach, last year the loss to Creighton dropped you guys to 5-5. You said it was a turning point from that point on. Could you talk about the significance of getting off to this 8-0 start for your team?
I'm really happy for the 8-0 start, but more than anything, we're just going game by game and evaluating what happened in that game and what we're good at and what we're not good at. And whether we were, 4-4 right now or 8-0, I don't think is our major preoccupation. We are understanding that we're winning some games we might have lost a year ago. That feels good. But we're experienced and we understand that every game is so unique unto itself. And that's almost what I like most about this team at this point in time. I think we have a lot of work to do, but we're finding ways to compete games, and sometimes it's ugly, and sometimes it's with blemishes, so to speak, in the course of the game, but we're finding a way to win. And when it's all said and done, that's really all it's about. And so we're seeing our big production players, Marlies Gibson, Ashley Sweat, and Shaylee Lenning step up and make big plays. Carrie Kincaid, I think, has just been tremendous in all aspects of helping us become better. And so we're getting there.
Ashley, can you talk about what you saw up there tonight? You're pretty aggressive, obviously. What you see in their defense that made you go after the rim so much?
I don't know. Coach P just talked about, we need to be aggressive, and I think that that's a key to, us winning is when we get our post hits, and we can work our guards around our post. I think that opens up not only, the post game inside, but the guards as well. And I think, especially when, if you feel like you have an advantage against a post player, why not be aggressive? And I think, that's, like I said, that's really good for our team. It's going to open up other things. And, even if you don't score, just, a hit inside, it can free somebody up on the outside. So I think that's really good for our team.
Ashley, you guys are ranked now in the top 25 in both the AP poll and the coaches poll. Do you take anything into that, or do you guys pay attention to that at all?
No, not really. When they announced before the game, they said, number 18. I think we all kind of looked at each other like we had no idea, that was going on. But, like I said, I think this is a team, from last year. We come in, 5-5, go to Christmas break, and I think a lot of those games we were right there, and we just couldn't find a way to win. And I think that that's the difference between last year and this year to this point. Even if we're playing, not exactly our best, that we're finding ways to win. And we don't really look into that too much. It's all about taking it one game at a time and seeing where we go. So.
What was your mindset coming out of the timeout, being down 10-0?
I actually kind of had flashbacks to Texas 2 years ago, but you try not to think about that. You get down. I looked up at the scoreboard and it was 13-2, and I could think our only thought was, we just got to battle back. We already dug ourselves a hole, and I think we play well enough as a team together, you know, if we're firing on all cylinders, that we can definitely come back from that. And, you know, we showed that tonight, and I think it proved a lot of, you know, how much fight this team has in them. And hopefully we can just carry that through the rest of the year.
Anything else?